game 3 of this 4-game series. The Adelaide Bite hosting the Melbourne Aces. Been a couple of crackerjack games. As it works out, the Adelaide Bite are 2-0 up. But the Aces will be coming full steam ahead in game 3 here. I'm very lucky to be joined by my good mate and baseball legend in Mark Haylock here to throw some different stuff at us, Angus.
Oh, thanks, Andy. Yeah, it's great to be here and for my first game of the series. And yeah, no doubt the Aces boys will be stung after that bite. They'll come out here for sure. They've got Sam Gibbons going off. He's done a good job for them this year. And he'll go head-to-head with Paul Mildred, so it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, good. I'll just give you the lineups while we're here. That Scott Wern leading off for the Aces, playing second base. Carlo Testa at right field. Brad Harmon going to first base. Elliot Biddle at centre field. Josh Davies at third base. Jared Rogers at left field. Shota Nakata, after that great double in the late innings, gets the DH spot. Aaron Sayers jumps back into shortstop. Liam Bedford catching. And Angus said Sam Gibbons will be pitching for the Aces. Jeremy Criswell will be at shortstop for the Bite. Ben Lodge at left field. Nate Melandres at second base. G-Man Choi at first base. Gabe Suarez back out at centre field. Justin Howard DHing. Angus Roder at right field. Chris Adamson jumps behind the disc to catch. Matt Smith at third base. And the southpaw Paul Mildren will be leading things off for the Bite. So really expecting another good game here. The Bite have got their tails up, but the Aces will be hungry animals, and I'm sure they'll be coming hard in this game 3. Just a quick shout out, if we're lucky enough, with most of our team being here are all Woodville Senator boys, and we've got a couple of good buddies in Victoria and the Pages and the Rebels. So if you're sitting at home, boys, and you're watching, hopefully we'll hear from you during the night at some stage, but hope you're all fit and well. We'll have a short break. We'll be back real soon to first pitch of this game. We'll see you in a sec.
Okay folks, we're all set now to go in game 3 of this homestand. The Adelaide Bite taking on the visiting.
Welcome back, all in readiness here. I'm sure there'll be some speed up rules introduced here so we can try to get through this 9-inning game and stick with our very strict lighting curfew here. As Wern hits a ground ball to G-Man Choi at first base for a one pitch put out.
Yeah, good start for Mildren, and I'd be very happy with that. Scotty Wern going off first pitch. Obviously not an ideal lead off, but I guess he's had a few at bats today and had a good look. Got his eye in. Brings to the plate Carlo Testa.
Been pretty good, Carlo. Went hitless in the previous game. Picked up a solo bomb at his first at-bat in game 1, so well, he's 1 for 6 or 7 or something like that. He's swinging the bat okay. Big tall left-hander.
Yeah, 1 for 6 on the series, but he's hitting .314 on the season. So he's been a very solid contributor, hitting in the 2-hole tonight. Hit 2 bottoms on the season. He's a big unit. Plays the outfield. And Mildred's ahead of the count here.
Just for the Melbourne fans out there, I quickly nip down, as I said I would in between games, to just try to get a bit of an update of Justin Huber, and nothing too dramatic, just carrying a little leg problem and just looking after him really. So again, he'll participate in this series, perhaps in more minor type situations if he has to come in and pinch hit like he did in the last game and smash a double to the fence. Class act, but
Normally
just
gets
a little
the job
ginger,
done, doesn't he?
doesn't he?
Ball forward to Tester. Mildred misses with that fastball outside. Looks like they need a bat boy, the Aces.
First baseman, 14, Brad Harmon.
Brings to the plate Brad Harmon. Hitting in the 3-hole. Quality player. Takes a good hack at that.
The umpires tonight call the balls and strikes Andrew Bell.
And he just misses that and go behind the count 0-1. Mildred back on the job here.
They're running. He gets a foul tip on it to avert that stolen base attempt by Tester. Even though the big fella, he gets up and moving, and
yeah, not sure what that play was. He went first move, so he was on the move no matter what. And probably a hit and run there.
so we saw the Aces in the previous game come out blazing. They're swinging the bat hard early, and Elliot Biddle 2-run shot banked a couple of runs for him, but with both teams it all went a bit quiet after that and got right down to the end for something special to happen, and it happened the Bites way. So Mildred staring down Tester, and he looks to pick him off. Tester up to it and scrambles back.
Just to throw over there from Mildred. Could probably look to see him make his best move here and pick him off. There it is. Tester up to it though and ready.
So we're always looking for some interaction with you. Hopefully in Melbourne you'd be just about getting home and pouring that first Jimmy and Coke or nice Chardonnay or something, and hopefully settling in for a good game of baseball, and no doubt hopefully your Aces can pull something out of the pack and get a win on the board. As we said, we're interactive, live baseball at the 10thinnings.com.au. Always great fun interacting, hearing from people. And
yes, I've got to say it was a good night in front of the computer last night, Andy, up on the balcony in Melrose Place there.
Tell you, it was a beautiful night, wasn't it? Would have
Yeah.
been superb up on your little abode there.
I'm sure it was pretty balmy at Norwood Oval too.
Yeah, it sure was.
How was the crowd last night?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Maybe he'll continue to tinker with the scheduling as Harmon gets rung up with a fastball inside that he takes. Strike 3.
Good pitch by Mildred there, right on the inside corner. Harmon just walked straight off. 2 out. The Aces in the top of the first. Brings to the plate Elliot Biddle.
The Melbourne boys still well and truly behind their team, sitting behind the bench there and gobbling up those meat pies and lovely Coopers that flows here very freely at magnificent Norwood Oval. been really good to have some opposition supporters here really rooting for their team, and they've had a bit to get excited about, but just haven't quite got the biscuits. So Mildren again, a bit of a change up, and he pops it, and Adamson scurries his way back, but goes into...
Just missed that one, Biddle. He left that one up a little bit, Mildren, and he went after it. Biddle's one of the Aces' hottest hitters this year. He's had a great start, hitting .342 on the season thus far. 4 home runs, and so far in this series he's got three hits from 7 ABs, so as dangerous as ever, Elliot Biddle.
And Tester off again, ball in the dirt, so not much that could be done about that.
That's a Montezuma's stolen base, because that stolen base, 3 lucky fans will be given a free main meal at one of Montezuma's 3 great locations. Montezuma's.
Very aggressive by the Aces early, trying to get something moving.
Yeah, nice work by Tester to get himself in scoring position here for their hottest hitter. Let's see if he can knock him in. And there he goes.
There it is.
Base hit the left field.
Oh, he
Stumbles.
stumbles.
He's out of there. Great play by Benny Lodge. Good hard throw, right on the money. That was a ground ball in the 5-6 hole, and he was coming in hard on that ball, and I guess with 2 out, they were always sending him, but good throw, always had him.
Absolutely. We'll just take an opportunity to ring out for one of our great sponsors, our John Beach of Marshall Batteries, the old holler for a Marshall, as I've kept mentioning to you. He got a great special for all baseball people in Victoria, specifically through his Notting Hill office, 95440407. Please lock it in, because no doubt one day you will be hollering for a Marshall, and Johnny's your man. $135 for a battery delivered and fitted 24/7 anywhere in Melbourne, and if you say you're a baseball fella or gal, you'll get a little bit extra discount as well. So make sure you holler for a Marshall, and Beachy, if you're home and relaxing, how are you? We'll hear from you no doubt at some stage. We'll have a short break. We'll see you in a sec.
Starting lineup, leading off, number 1, shortstop Jeremy Cresswell.
Jeremy Creswell leading off for the bite here. Bottom of the first, and he has a 1-1 count. Had been struggling with the bat, and found his mojo in the first game of the doubleheader with 3 hits. So good to see Creza back in the groove, being promoted to the top of the lineup. And he strikes out. Good pitch by Gibbons. Breaking ball. Too good for Creswell there.
Just a wonderful example to all baseball players, but specifically the youngsters that may be watching, is about demeanour and how to carry yourself. Somebody like Jeremy Creswell, who was going through a little bit of a rough trot, but no body language to show, plenty of hustle, just sticks with what he does on a daily basis, and he just played great shortstop in the last game and went 3 for 4. So when the chips are down, kids, just keep your head up and keep smiling and just keep doing what you know works for you, and things will turn around for you. So 2-1 count here on Ben Lodge, one of the heroes from the previous game, as he has a good swing at that pitch. So the hoodies have come out for the Aces, so the wind's come up a little bit and it's a little chilly here, but really very nice conditions, and he lifts that one out to Biddle at centre field, and being the class act that he is, he makes it look routine.
2 out in the innings, and that brings to the plate second baseman, number 23, Nathan Melendrez.
Yeah, nice piece of the ball by Lodge, but just got under it a tad there. He's swinging it pretty good. Brings to the plate hero of game 2, Nathan Melendrez.
And he takes a first pitch strike. Even though Nate's figures may not be knocking you out, he just looks always likely. Just one of those hitters that nothing much changes from at bat to at bat, and you wouldn't want to send one down the middle to him. He's got some good pop.
Yeah, he's not really hitting for high average, but he is still quite consistent, and he's hitting almost every game of the season. But he makes an out there to first base, and that's an easy put out.
3 out, 3 down for the bite,
And that ends the bottom of the first. And we'll go to a break with no score on the board. Josh Davies leading off. Top of the second for the Aces. Being a good stalwart for Melbourne and Victoria over the years, Josh Davies. The ground ball, the left side error by Matt Smith there at third base. The bite missing Stephen Welch from third base tonight. And also Josh Capred, they both had a wedding. They've missed all of today's doubleheader. Like we got Nathan Melendrez there on one leg at second base. Brings to the plate Jared Rogers with none out here in the second.
So the switch hitting Rogers rolls over on one and gives Matt Smith a bit of extra play. And Melendrez in a superb double play. And if he wasn't injured already, he's a little bit sorer now. As Davies crunched into second base, perhaps as he should, but he's a big boy and it was perhaps a tad clumsy, and he's He's hurt, Nate. He's not happy about it. Still, as a runner, your responsibility is to break a play like that up, and there's a lot of staring going on between the two groups at the moment. So a little bit more feel comes into the game, Angus.
Yeah, well, he shot went in hard, and it was late, but he's quite within his rights. Try and break up that double. Things are settling down now, but benches are up and standing, but
and of course, it's Chopper's birthday as well today.
Cooled down a little now.
Great to have
I'm not sure if Melendez is going to get through this.
Celebrate Chopper's birthday with him. Don't forget our next homestand. It's on Friday.
I'm sure Harris will be giving him every opportunity to ride it out here. Stay out there.
Probably the most worrying aspect is sort of clutching at his knee a little, as might have buckled him a fraction, but
yeah, I don't think it's a twist. It was more of a knock, like a bruise rather than hopefully any ligament damage. There are some concerned looks out there.
Go to the merchandise stand now. It's located in front of the main grandstand, facing the diamond just to the third base side of home plate.
Nate Melendrez, who hit the walk-off 3-run bomb in the previous game, you could hardly get up the line on that shot. Limps his way back to second base. And again, for everyone watching out there and thinking that this game has no contact and is a pretty light-hearted game, just gets shown with big metal cleats and big boys storming into bases how much courage you need is, in this instance, a pivot to hold your ground and in the process of throwing take contact. So gutsy stuff by Melendrez and results in a first-class double play, and excellent to see Matt Smith just bounce straight back, turning that first leg, and Mildred fires at Nakata, who was excellent in the first game today in catching duties. Ended up with a double late in the game to score their go-ahead run in the late inning. He deserves his spot in the DH role here, with Bedford jumping behind the dish as he tries to check, but called swinging by Chief Andrew Bell. Gets that one in well inside, and
good waste pitch there by Mildred. Come inside hard, maybe looking to set him up. Yeah, comes inside again. Looked like a change up, down and in. So a pretty solid start here by Mildred, which is a good sign for the bite. Because once he settles in and finds his rhythm, he can be pretty hard to get away.
great change up there by Mildred again, and got Taka swinging through it. That ends the aces in the top of the second. We'll have a short break. We'll be back with you real soon.
Scoreless ball game here at Norwood, Saturday night baseball. The Adelaide Bite coming up.
welcome back everyone as G-Man Choi takes the first pitch ball from Sam Gibbons. As he fouls that one off for strike one.
Foul.
Gibbons again just misses down low for ball two. Keep those emails rolling into us. Both Angus and I here just hot to trot, ready to go as Choi blasts one into centre field. Biddle playing quite deep. Rounds it up and holds it to a single.
Nice piece of hitting by Choi. Just got himself into the box seat there. Good his count and drove that ball into centre right there, and Biddle did a good job cutting it down to keep it to a single. Brings to the plate Suarez. How's he gone in the first game, Andy?
Pretty good, pretty good. He may not have again come up with massive numbers, but he's been swinging the bat pretty well, and you know, for a guy playing a utility role, he's jumped out to centre field and looked very competent, playing some good baseball. So terrific acquisition for the Bite. Couple of hits in game one and a hit in game two. More importantly, just the way he's swinging it, he looks very sound hitter. And certainly, again, if this pitch is in his area, he likes to have a decent crack at it, and he rolls over the top, double play situation. Wern just feed from Davies just wasn't strong enough. Good enough for the put out, but not good enough for them to roll the double. So Suarez arrived safely at first base.
Yeah, the ball probably hit a little bit slow there. Slow chopping roller. Bit slow to get the double. But they get the lead off out. Brings to the plate Justin Howard. Still with a runner on first. One out here for the Bite. Ball low, 1-0 to Howard. Getting behind the count a little bit here, Gibbons, this innings. Can the Bite take advantage here? Takes a good hack at that, Howard. Fouls it back to the catcher. Takes the count to 2-1 on Howard. Good healthy lead there at first by Suarez.
Heads up, folks. SA Power Networks. Now ball coming your way.
And evens up the count now, 2-2 Gibbons. With one out. Suarez looked to be in motion on that pitch. And a long ball hit to centre left there by Howard. It bounces off the fence. And Suarez held up at third base to give the Bite runners on second and third. Great piece of hitting by Justin Howard there. Stand up double, deep centre left. That pitch was up, and he got hold
Number
of that.
35, right fielder Angus Roger.
Angus Roger up for the bite. He's the bite's hottest hitter on the season, hitting 367 with 5 home runs. Had a big series in Canberra last week.
Wow.
Drives that ball long to deep centre right. It's out of there. It's a 3-run home run, Angus Roger. That was a line shot. Got all of that ball. Over the fence in centre right, puts the bite ahead, 3-0.
That is a legit shot on this park. The deep part of the field out there, 360. And he just blasted a line drive straight over the centre right fence. He has had a hot bat.
The catcher, number 30, Chris Adamson.
It's great to see the young man just really believing in himself, and just awesome to see as Chris Adamson comes to the plate.
Yeah, just continuing his run, Roger. 4 home runs against Canberra last weekend, and he really got all of that one. Good to see Rogie coming back. He had a shocking run with injury there, and over the last season or two, after being released from pro ball, went and played some college ball. Took a couple of years to get his shoulder right, and now he's back fully fit and playing some really good baseball for the bite. Catcher Chris Adamson swings at a high pitch there. Gibbons strikes him out for the second out of the innings. Brings to the plate Matt Smith, playing third base tonight.
Matt Smith is a very valuable baseballer, and the understanding that he can play third base, second base, good outfield. He hustles, he gets his money's worth in the batter's box. Very valuable baseballer for the Adelaide Bite. 2 out here in the bottom of the second, with the Bite taking a 3-0 lead. Smith pops one up to deep first base, and the ever reliable Brad Harmon takes it easily, and that completes the second dig, but not before a 3-run bomb to Angus Roger gives the Bite a very important early lead. Take this opportunity to have a quick shout out to our fantastic sponsors, Duct Air Conditioning, fantastic SA manufacturer and carbon neutral company, who are offering a free upgrade to their university tested, fully labelled Energy Smart system on any ducted air conditioning system purchase. You mention the Mutz or mention the 10th inning, and you get that instant upgrade, and that's worth a lot of money, not only in initial cost but in cost down the track in energy efficiency. Great MC Sportswear down the corner of Port Road and Woodville Road. Go and see Grant McCarran in there. What they don't stock isn't worth worrying about. My magnificent man Johnny Beach at Marshall Batteries there, specifically their Notting Hill office, as I've been mentioning to you, their number 95440407. Their batteries delivered and fitted from $135 24/7 in all metro and country areas in Victoria.
Good quality battery too, I believe.
Yeah, great quality battery, and they're also trying to get together with support the Jane McGrath Foundation with their Pink Battery promotion. which may not be part of this special, but I'm sure if you talk to Beachy nicely enough, something may happen for you. They're trying to raise 50 grand for the Jane McGrath Foundation and support breast cancer, which is a ever increasing disease with not only women but men. I think it's just a great effort by Marshall Batteries to get behind them. So just remember, you need a battery, you holler for a Marshall. As Mildred with Aaron Sayers, and he pops one up to shallow second base, and Melendrez hops his way into that one.
Good pitch by Mildred. Come in hard on the lefty match up, and come in hard, just jamming, got inside, and he couldn't handle that pitch, Sayers. Brings to the plate Bedford, catching tonight. Liam Bedford.
Mildred again with a well-located change up inside, maybe. This is Mildred's go these days. He probably uses his fastball more as his change up, and he fiddles around with a bit of this and a bit of that just to unbalance hitters. And then he's got the ability to shoot a mid to high 80 fastball in there just to say, yeah, I got one and I can use it when I need it. So Bedford hitting 9 for the Aces. Takes his third ball. So 3-1 count, 1 out, top 3. Might lead it 3-0. And he walks Bedford.
We go back to the top of the lineup for the Melbourne Aces now. Original leadoff man, second baseman, number 7, Scott Worm.
And Bedford picks a walk to get a runner aboard for the Aces. Back to the top of the lineup, Scotty Worm. Hitting just 100 against left-handed pitchers this year. 241 against righties. Just the one hit for the series thus far for Wern, but ever dangerous. Swings hard, pulls out one foul down the right field line. Wern's been a good solid contributor for Victoria and the Aces over a long period as well. Playing for Australia. Bit of pro ball, bit of independent ball. Mildred, Wern creams that one, but pulls that one a foul again. So go in the hole. Mildred ahead of the count now. And nice pitch. Nice pitch by Mildred. Get Wern to mistime the ball. He popped that up to shortstop there, deep shortstop. It's almost a soft line drive, and the runner was off from first and just got back in time. I think if Choi had taken that ball cleanly at first, he would have had the double play, but couldn't finish it. So we have 2 out, runner on first, and Carlo Tester up to bat.
Again, we give a shout out to our great buddies in Victoria, the Pages and the Revels. Hope you're sitting back relaxing with mixed emotions at your South Australian Victorian game here. I know you're trying to sway the Vic's way, but we'll keep reminding you where your roots are, and maybe we'll hear from you at some stage. Live baseball at the 10thinnings.com.au. Come on, Wombat, get on that computer.
Nice hit by Tester there. Solid shot in the 3-4 hole. Base hit to right field. Brings runners to first and second, and the dangerous Brad Harmon up to bat for the Aces. Harmon can go deep at any time. I've seen Mildren many times. And Mildren gets ahead with strike one on Harmon. Looked like a low change up. Harmon didn't want any of it. Mildren ahead on 1. Another change up high and away. Using that pitch quite a bit against the better hitters for Victoria, for Melbourne, trying to keep them off balance. Misses again, up and away. To put Harmon in the driving seat here. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just a little technical thing, I think, with him at the moment. Just getting his release point a little bit behind his ear and not out in front enough with that breaking pitch, just leaving it up. He's done that a few times. Doing a pretty good job. Always helps with a bit of run support, and that's what he got via a 3-run blast to Angus Roger in the previous dig. So Mildren, runners on first and second for the Aces, 2 out. Gets another breaking pitch in the dirt, and he walks Harmon.
Yeah, Mildren just a little overcautious there. Probably working a little bit too fine there on Harmon. Loads up the bases with that walk. Brings to the plate dangerous Elliot Biddle. Mildren with the high pitch. That's the ball down. Dangerous situation here for the bite. Great opportunity for the Aces. Fouls that one off Biddle. Take the count even at 1-1. Mildren battling away. We'll be looking to keep the ball down here to Biddle. Try and get a ground ball.
Mildren just leaves that one up and out. Give a 3-1 count. Give a hitter's count to a hitter. Trailing by 3 with loaded deuces, 2 out. This is crucial. Crucial pitch for Mildren. As he prepares from the set, delivers and gets it low. Biddle chops it down into his feet, foul. Being the sort of situation that the Aces have been pretty solid in. And they've had opportunities, they've normally taken them.
Yeah, very good at executing the Aces. Do a lot of the little things well. Here's the pitch from Mildren. Ground ball to the left side. Matt Smith, and he throws him out there at first base. Mildren gets out of the jam. Good play by Matty Smith. That ends the top of the third inning with the bye leading 3-0. Time for a refreshment. And Jeremy Quizwell leading off here at the bottom of the third for the Adelaide bite. Quickly gets ahead of the count, 1-0. And there's a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great play. Great pick up there. Sayers at shortstop, but just couldn't finish it off, make the play. That'd be a safe hit for Creswell. Base hit up the middle. Good range there. But in an attempt to fire off quickly,
Number 21, left fielder, Ben Lodge.
just drew the first baseman off. Brings to the plate Ben Lodge. He's got a hot bat.
There we go.
Here's the pitch. Gibbons, Ben Lodge. Fly ball down to right field. And Tester gets across, almost on the line there, right field, and makes that catch.
Second baseman, number 20,
First out of the inning.
Melendrez.
Brings to the plate Nathan Melendez on one leg, maybe no legs now. He cleaned up in both legs today, but he's still out there in the 3-hole. Native of Miami, in 206 on the season, but was game 2 hero with that 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 9th, which was extra innings of the 7-inning game in the doubleheader. Gets himself ahead of the count here. There's a weak ground ball to the left side. And Davies makes it out at second base. No chance of the double play in that soft ground ball. So that's 2 out for the bite here.
First baseman, number 47, G-Man Choi.
And G-Man Choi, Gangnam style, is up to the plate. Don't know if he can dance, but he's got the music. Choi's starting to find his straps for the bite. Starting to swing the bat well. Get some production going for the bite.
Got a few emails streaming in, which is always great to hear from everyone. And Gavin Mann from Melbourne, loving our streaming and everything that's coming their way. And yes, mate, I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily want to read out, but you know, that's what the on-field announcers do when someone picks off and they get the boring call. Yep, us baseballers know what's going on, but they think it's pretty funny. But hang in there, keep on barracking for your boys, and that lands in a little inside out high fly ball into left field. They were playing him as a bit of a pull hitter and left the left field line to him, and he found it. So Choi comes up with a base hit.
Brings up Suarez. Runners on first and second here. Takes a good hack at that. It's a high fly ball down the first base line. And a comfortable catch there by first baseman. Side out.
Just got one of our old SA guys from the Port Magpies here, old Mal Sludgy Loveday, watching in Melbourne and enjoying our coverage, and always nice to hear some good comments from you, Mal. So hope you're fit and well, mate. And obviously to one of our greatest baseballers that this state has ever produced in Andrew Scott, and who loves nothing more than sitting back in his couch and watching with his beautiful wife Jill, and always nice to hear from you, Scotty. We'll keep on rolling for you. We'll have a short break. We'll be back in a moment.
And you go to get your photos taken.
So Josh Davies leads off the top of the fourth here. Got on via an error at third base with his first at bat. And here he is for his second at bat in game 2 of this double header. There's Mildren, and he gets one. He tugs it round the corner off the end of the bat, and Creswell is like an automated machine at shortstop. He makes that position look simple. And apart from the magnificence of people like Andrew Scott, got to be the hardest position on the diamond. Statistically known that you cover the most area and have the most balls hit to you. You got to be a class act. No doubt Jeremy Creswell has been taking some tips from the old master scooter as Rogers swings and gets a foul tip into the chest plate of Adamson. So the Bite have a 3-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. As Adamson goes out to have a bit of a chat with Mildren. And the top guy that Paul Mildren is takes a little chat well and gives his catcher a pat on the back and says, let's go. So we reset here with an 0-1 count, 1 out, top four. There's Rogers, who's been switch hitting through the series. Gets that one off the end of the bat. Taps it foul down the first baseline.
Please make your way to the merchandise stand immediately. The merchandise stand is to the third base side.
Rogers, who hit into that double play that brought that little bit of animosity, with big clunk and Josh Davies slid hard into second base and shook Melendrez up a little. Paul Mildren finds a spot 10 feet up in the back net. Just thought he'd wake a few people up behind the plate there, and for a 2-2 count.
A little erratic Mildren the last couple of innings.
Funny, all about balance and tempo and all those sorts of things, and he looks just a little bit soirish at the moment as he delivers and gets a great pitch. Just as you say that, he fires a fastball, catches the back black on the outside part of the plate and retires Rogers. Two out, top of the fourth. So Nakata. Shota Nakata slams one up the middle. Melendrez takes a backhander, flips it around, makes what is a difficult play look routine. And Nate Melendrez, as we keep mentioning, on one leg, keeps gutsing it out for the Adelaide bite. And the bite lead at 3-0. We'll be back bottom of the fourth real soon.
Don't forget, folks, the next home stand for your Adelaide bite.
So Justin Howard leading things off with the bite in the bottom of the fourth. Sun well and truly gone and lights kicking in.
Yeah, light's starting to take full effect here now. which is easier for the players, particularly the hitters. And there's a nice strike there for Gibbons on Howard. Howard with a nice double last at bat to centre left. Takes a good hack at that pitch. Put Gibbons ahead of the count now, 1-2.
And Mr. Edo, if you are listening, and no doubt you are, and that's why you emailed us. I don't want to make a bit of a fool of myself giving a local rap. Maybe you could help me out and give me a bit of guidance. I know who's sort of half winning and half the ladder, but not enough to give you a really good local rap, but be happy to feed me some info, please. Sitting there having a shoulder massage from your beautiful partner in Jane, as that one is smacked around the corner by Howard, hit heavily. Too hot for Wern. He's been on fire and not made a mistake, so goes to show the power that Howard pulled that one around the corner, and probably scored as a TH. Too hot to handle, and a base hit to Howard.
Brings up Angus Roger, leading the league in home runs this year. Angus by a couple from Elliot Biddle. Certainly a hot bat. Gibbons gets ahead with a curveball, nice pitch. Got a runner on first with none out here. White trying to get something going again. Nice breaking ball, just misses outside, going away. 1-on-1 on Roger.
The crowd filtered in after a Saturday of club ball. So slowly building some numbers as Roger, you can see when someone's hot because he had a decent swing and fouled at the Cooper's Hill and was a bit dirty on himself, that one probably should have gone in exactly the same spot that he hit the last one. And as the great man Andrew Scott said to us on the email, that a real example to all young hitters to hit pitches where they're throwing to you and not pulling an outside pitch to left field, going with it to centre right. And that's exactly what Angus is doing at the moment, hitting the pitch where it is and hitting with enormous power. So any more tips you got for us, Andrew, would be happy to relay.
The ball inside. Evens up the count now on Roger, 2-2. Full count, and that's ball 4. This one there, apologies for that. That's a walk to Roger. Runners on first and second here, none out. Possible bunt situation for the bite. Say fair chance. He would be on, Andy. Adamson not. Wouldn't say he's smoking the ball, so be a fair chance the bunt might be on here. And he squares around and takes a strike. Maybe
you know the coach pretty well. Good call, Angus. Maybe just because of this hitter just at the moment. Just playing the percentages here. Looking to score an extra 1 or 2. And why not? He squares again and bunts it foul.
Yeah, well, he missed his pitch. The first pitch was straight down the tube and he chose to take it. So got himself in the hole here. Not sure if they'll bunt again with 2 strikes on the hitter. We'll find out. And he's swinging away and he's struck out. Lack of execution there from the bite. Brings up number 9 hitter, Matty Smith.
Third baseman, number 4, Matthew Smith.
Adamson be disappointed with himself, naturally. But he'll fight back. Matty Smith been struggling with the bat this year. Yet to get a hit on the season, Matty Smith.
Wow.
Hasn't had a whole lot of playing time. He'll be looking to change that right here.
But again, to his credit, it doesn't alter his demeanour or his willingness to keep swinging hard. He's just a free swinger. And again, you throw one in the wrong spot and he's more than capable of dispatching you. So he plays solid defence in numerous positions as he gets a curveball that he lifts out to deep second base. And there's a little bit of a communication issue, but in the process, because of a ball that looked like it would have been caught, runners sort of held and ended up forcing Roger out at second base.
Matty still can't get a hit. They go down as a fielder's choice.
Number 1, shortstop, Jeremy Cresswell.
And that's 2 out for the bite. Fielder's choice 9, Andy, in the scorebook.
Thank you, Angus.
A little bit of miscommunication there from Melbourne. I would have thought Harmon would be all over that ball, but last minute he must have heard a call and bailed out. And Tester quickly picked the ball up and fired it into second base. Gibbons quickly ahead on the count on Creswell on 1, and runners on first and third here with 2 out.
Sam Gibbons had a little bit on that pitch. Really got his mechanics beautiful and pumped a heavy fastball. And again, he's missed there, and Biter going to score on a pass ball.
Good heads up running there by both base runners. They were gone on that ball in the dirt. As soon as they hit the dirt, they had some momentum going. Howard just kept going and he scores.
Just for the Melbourne viewers, if you missed the first game, we had Brett Hidson here with us, Chief Executive Officer of Baseball Victoria. And we probed him about where the game is in Victoria and what the future holds. And if you want to hear that interview or hear him talk about things, just pop to the 10thinnings.com.au to our website. You'll see the recording of that game and you can tune in. He was here for the first few gigs, so you don't have to watch the whole game, but it was a really interesting conversation and give you some insight as to what the plans are as Tester was tested as he headed back the warning track in right field, but was good enough to flag down a Creswell fly ball to complete the 4th inning. The Bite add 1 to their score and lead this game 4-0. We'll have a short break. Be right back with you.
To the area in front of the Bite dugout, and we have a very special presentation. get one.
So welcome back, everybody. Aaron Sayers comes to the plate to face Paul Mildren in the top of the 5th with his team trailing 4-0. If you're wondering what one of our great sponsors in MC Sportswear do, they do all sport uniforms, custom clothing, dancewear, workwear, corporate wear, hospitality wear, schoolwear, headwear, baseball, softball, t-ball equipment, training aids, protective gear, shoes, cleats, bats, bags, balls, gloves, accessories, uniforms, graphic design, sublimation printing, screen printing, embroidery. Is there anything else do you reckon MC Sportswear could handle?
All of that.
They do all of that, and probably a little bit more. Go and see Grant McCarran and his team down at the corner of Port and Woodville Roads. MC Sportswear for everything baseball.
One-stop shop for everything baseball, Andy.
You betcha.
SA Power Networks. Foul ball coming
Kind to
back
have
in.
given us some batting gloves last week to have
Thanks to SA Power
raffled off to our lucky listeners and viewers.
Sayers having a good tough at bat here, fouling a few off, being tough out of the plate.
Bit of a shout out to our other couple of buddies who are supporters of us here, and more as a pledge than totally concerned about what it can do for their business. But we thank Shane Bennett of Australian Fire Services and Craig Watts of PPIPA. Thank them greatly to enable us to bring this to you, and more importantly that it's helping us hire this camera that brings to you such a fantastic clear live stream in what we've been used to with our old clunker. And my main man Pete scoured South Australia for a deal and got this camera, and I tell you, we've had so many people comment to us on how much the stream has improved. It's nearly as good as television coverage, and that's a great hit by Liam Bedford into left field for a base hit to punch Sayers around.
A couple of good at-bats there from some young local Melbourne talent. A couple of young lads there, 18, 19-year-olds. Sayers and Bedford going back to back. They get something started here for the Aces. The 8-9 hitters. First and second base now with none out, back to the top of the lineup. So great work from the young fellas at the bottom of the lineup. Scotty Wern drills that ball straight at second baseman, and that's an easy double play for the bite. Wern going first pitch again. He's got to do a little bit more with that, especially in that situation. He probably should have worked into a count there. Instead, we've got 2 out with a runner on third. Brings Carlo Testa up to bat, right fielder.
It sort of happens when guys get a little bit down in confidence that they convince themselves that the first pitch is the best pitch to hit. And again, hanging around and pass ball might move your runners. Build an at-bat. Try to see some pitches. Get your timing back. Tester. It's a high pop fly.
It's up over there. That one's an SA Power Networks foul ball, and
Straight into the old food stand down there. That
one pitcher, that's the SA Power Networks.
drop it in the deep fryer and chomp on a nice fried baseball for a bit of a snack. It's Tester. So left versus left as Mildren delivers and gets a heavy fastball. Scurries Tester out of the box. never a bad thing to do if you can locate this pitch now, that middle out, exactly where Adamson sets him up. You get one off the end of the bat and get it to shortstop where Creswell makes what ends up a routine 6-3 with a bit of help from G-Man Shaw at first base. We'll have a short break. We'll be back with you real soon.
Nice work by the Cowboys on the mound there, teaming with first baseman G-Man Shaw.
So Ben Lodge leading things off in the bottom of the fifth here. The mighty Bite currently hold a 4-0 lead. And gets one outside and yanks it around the corner. Foul ball. Getting a bit fresh here at magnificent Norwood Oval. I need to keep moving, and I've lost my compatriot here for a sec with a weak bladder.
SA Power Networks, foul ball.
So keep those emails coming in if you can. Live baseball at the 10thinnings.com.au. Love to hear from you, especially our interstaters and overseasers. Just a real thrill to read an email from someone that's enjoying the coverage, and we're enjoying bringing it to you. We are the 10th inning. We've got some merchandise that, if you look on our website, see some pretty snazzy gear that, as Ben Lodge picks a walk. But you, Sludgy, I can see you in one of our magnificent polo tops over there, doing a bit of promo for the 10th inning. There's Melendrez. Hammers one into right field, and he hits a 2-run home run. Kirk Gibson style, he limps around the bases for a 2-run bomb, and Nate Melendrez, you'll get a rest on Monday, but you've got a little while to go. He's doing a mighty job.
Gives the Adelaide by a 6-0 lead in the fifth. And with none out, stepping up to the plate is number
That's one hot bat there, Nathan Melendez.
G-Man Joy.
Another 2-run bomb. Gives the Bite a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up G-Man Choi. It's a big hack at that one.
Swinging a big bat, the G-Man, probably a big 34-incher, 35-incher maybe. Big strong man. It's a beautiful piece of timber that he's swinging. So Gibbons. Bit of action in the Aces pen.
A good lead off by Benny Lodge to pick a walk to get on. He's been doing a great job. He's another great example of good shot by Choi. Fine shot straight at right field for a base hit. Yeah, Benny Lodge done a great job at working on his game and really worked hard to get his opportunity here at the Bite over the last probably 3 years. And worked hard in the gym, put on a lot of weight and worked on his skills, and he's got his chance this year and he's taken his opportunity. So,
you know, it's a real credit to the management and coaching, because one thing for sure is that he just does not look out of place. So his apprenticeship was well served, as much as sometimes they don't like the journey, that they're not playing when they think they should be, but right now he's got his chance and he's not looking back. He's doing a wonderful job. Terrific homegrown talent from a real baseball family as Suarez. It's a long, high fly ball, and that lands. Again, just
looks like a little bit of miscommunication out there, but mind you, would have been a great catch. I reckon Biddle possibly could have caught that, but looked like he was called out by Tester, and then he ended up leaving it. So, but it was one of those ones that's just right in the hole, right in the middle of the two of them.
So
that's none out.
And the Bite are rallying. Sam Gibbons is clinging on because they are just coming after him at the moment.
Power Networks.
Amazing how things change so quickly. That looked like a pitcher that had some good control and good stuff, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open and you seem like they've got 10 mile an hour off of it and throwing it down the middle. But so Gibbons again. Oof, it was Howard. There's another good hack at that. Sneaks it into the chest plate of the catcher. It was all over that pitch, Angus.
Yeah, Howard very aggressive. Pittsburgh Pirate product. Good pitch. Great backdoor slider there from Gibbons. Howard not happy with the call, but it was a very good pitch. Come in the back door. Bell's been calling it good edge, both sides of the plate, and Gibbons gets a reward there. For one out. Runners on first and second, brings to the plate Angus Roger.
Full credit to Gibbons there, just to ask me to retract my last 20 words with an excellent, excellent pitch. So Sam rolls on. Another nicely located fastball in at the hands of Roger.
Yeah, good bit of tail on that fastball. And 0-1 on Roger. Picked a walk last time, Roger. He's quickly in the hole, 0-2 here. So the ace is looking to snuff this out right here and now. And the Bite looking to consolidate. And there's a high waist pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Roger. Another one, 2-2, evens up the count on Roger.
Bit of activity in both pens, with Nakazaki warming up for the Aces and Chris Lawson doing some preliminary work in the pen as Roger, just unstoppable, goes inside out and gets one right down the first baseline, right to the fence in the corner, and he scores a run for another stand-up double.
Well, can't do a thing wrong, Roger. Just taking good swings at the ball. Drives in another run for the bite. Gives them a 7-to-run cushion. Just about to say, after that 2-run bomb from Melendez, took the score from 4-0 to 6-0. The bite did make it change in their pen. So with that extra couple of runs cushion, they've gone deeper into their pen. Chris Lawson warming up.
That's the end of Sam Gibbons as we speak, and left-hand pitcher in Yuta Nakazaki will come to the mound. Got this opportunity to just refresh you about the Colts Baseball Academy, which is a wonderful little academy generally for kids at about 8 to 12 that starting out in the world of baseball. And one thing sure about this game is you need some very solid foundations and fundamentals to be a good player, and that's exactly what the Colts Baseball Academy will provide you. Excellent qualified professional instructors. They work very hard, and you finish off with an overseas tour in July, and you visit some great ballparks and colleges in the States. Be an absolute thrill. So any parents out there with some youngsters that you think showing a bit of talent but could be shored up with some extra training, the Colts Baseball Academy is the place you should be looking at. You just visit our website for all of their contact details. We're proud that they're our sponsor, the Colts Baseball Academy. We'll have a short break. We'll see you in a sec.
Chris the Tank Adamson up to bat, looking to make amends for his last at bat. We've got one out here and 2 runners in scoring. Nice piece of the ball there by Adamson down the right field line, and that ball!
The 1-run scored. Oh, and that gets away from second baseman after a P-rod from Tester at right field. Beautiful throw, but just caught Adamson sliding in at the same time, and a little deflection, and just got away from Sayers. Not his fault, just one of those things. But
the trailing runner was being held up as well, so he wouldn't have scored, but he scored on the, well, I guess you call it a wild throw.
Oh, you're a hard man.
Well, got to score it somehow, Andy. That's what it goes down in my book. So it's Good piece of hitting by Adamson. 2-run double down the right field line. And Matty Smith pulls a long ball, just foul. That's home run, but foul. A great piece of hitting, but that's one strike on Matty Smith.
Typical of the guy begging for a hit at the moment. He just can't find it. Missed that by about a foot. Just smashed it down the left field line. Tailed foul, and Nakazaki comes hardened in at him. Squares the count at 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the fifth, with the bite sailing away with a 9-0 lead. And he gets one.
Brings up chalk. And that's a stand-up double to Matty Smith. Scores another run for the bite. Takes him to a 10-0 lead. And it's all one-way traffic here for the Adelaide bite.
Typically when you're on fire, we've had Rogan get one right down the right field line. Adamson followed right down the right field line. And then Smith pulls one down right down the left field line. So when you're on, you're on. And the bite are on. Oh, he got crossed up there. A little bit of clumsy catching by Bedford. We've got the Mildura Tornadoes boys in here tonight at the park. Travelled all the way down to watch this doubleheader, and they would not be disappointed.
They'll join themselves, the boys over there, making a bit of noise. And a good double for them to come and see. Pitch to Creswell. He pops that up to right field. Tester's under that for the second out. And Smith holds up at second.
Well, Carlo Tester's been given a bit of a workout.
Left fielder, number 21,
Having to peel some throws off. Always one of the great things of baseball, and the flexibility and looseness of these guys, that it's a bit chilly, so you could stiffen up a bit, and he's been given no chance. He's actually having a little rub of his arm and shoulder. He's wearing a sleeve just to keep warm. So Nakazaki. And Ben Lodge follows suit and pops one up as well. And who's the man? It's Tester. He takes the catch, completes the fifth deck. And the Adelaide bite with a 10-zip lead. We'll have a short break. We'll see you real soon.
On the 6 hits, including the home run for Nathan Melendrez and doubles for Angus Roger, Chris Adamson and Matthew Smith. It is a 10
Well, welcome back. Fight in the position to throw a few people around and give some people some time out on the diamond. As that ball is crunched by lead-off Harmon. Hits a line drive that the telescopic arm of Creswell gathers it in, and Aces can't take a trick.
Hello to Brendan and Deb listening in Ballarat. Hopefully we can scrounge up a few runs for you here, but lovely to be bringing you this broadcast. Hope all is well in Ballarat. That brings to the plate Elliot Biddle, and he likes to look at that first pitch, takes a good hack, fouls it back. So we've got Dylan Child now playing in right field for the bite.
Brendan and Deb, beautiful Ballarat, wonderful place, and thank you again for your lovely comments. It's yeah, you know, it's a fair commitment from us to hiring cameras, and all for the love of the game, and also nice here to comment on our commentary. And yeah, we're not here to push the barrow of anyone, just call it as we see it and keep it pretty simple. And thanks a heap for your email, superb.
Change here for the Aces as well. Josh Davies has come out of the game, and that looks like Darryl George, is it? Yep. Hitting here, he likes the first pitch, and that's cheap out. First pitch ground out, and a cheap inning for Mildren. It's the end of the Aces. After 6, it's the bite leading 10-0. Time for a refreshment, and
Holler for a marshal!
Wombat, put the kettle on.
Attention please. Batting for Nathan Melendrez, Dylan Child. Child batting for Melendrez.
So Dylan Child comes into the game here for Ben Lodge. Sorry, for Melendrez.
Ground ball left side. It's a chopping ground ball in the hole, and shortstop makes a meal of it. Child is on with an error here in the 6th.
Number 47, first baseman, G-Man, George.
Scoring that an error. We'll have to wait and see what the scorers say. But that rings up G-Man Choi.
Scotty, take it easy at home there with the Gangnam style. Hope you're not up and rocking. Just settle yourself down a fraction. Big game tomorrow against the Adelaide Angels for you. So Nakazaki.
G-Man Choi, after a slow start for the bye, has really started to find his rhythm. Picked up 6 hits in the last 4 games for the bye, and 3 in this game. So it's 9 hits in the last 5 games. So he's starting to get on a bit of a tear, the big man.
And the best part about him is he's an all-fields hitter. So he's no lefty dead pull. He hits the ball where it is. And it's a pleasure to watch the big man go about his work, and he crunches one to Sayers, and he's having a bit of a tough time out there, Aaron. Just typically the ball is just following him, and he's getting some nasty ones to contend with, and that one just skipped straight through him.
That was a tough one. He made his way to the left, and then it took a deviation off the mound and wrong-footed him. Flashed the glove at him. That's a base hit to right field, centre field. It advances a runner to third. Gives us runners on first and third. With none out.
None out.
Gabe Suarez up to bat.
Oh, and he just missed one. He hits an infield fly, or it's a pop fly to shortstop, and the crowd give Aaron a little bit of a wahooey as he takes the catch.
Number 29.
This is where character is built for young fellas that playing against men, and just with a lot of hustle and a lot of power, and he's had a couple of tough nights, but I'm sure with his background and coaching staff will get behind him and rebuild his confidence. But as an individual, you just got to keep doing what you do best, keep attacking that ball, not letting it play you. And if Scotty's sitting there having a bit of a look at this, I'd be intrigued to hear his comments and see what he'd do if he was making just a couple of errors and getting some tough balls, as to what mindset that he has to follow. There's Nakazaki. 2 ball, 1 strike count on
Justin Howard squares up, and that ball's up and in. Takes the count of 3-1 on Howard. That one just getting away from pitcher there.
Nakazaki.
Yuta Nakazaki from Japan. 3-1 pitch right here. Howard takes a good hack, fouls it off.
SA Power Networks, foul ball.
Takes the count to full. And Howard will be going after this one.
1 out. Full count. Runners in the corners, and
Here comes again. You want to find out
after it again.
coming down, here it comes. Nicely taken with 2 hands. Yes, a Power Network.
Quite an amazing game that we play. You go from the previous game where hits were a premium. Different pitching, sure, but it's amazing what confidence can do, and now the biter knocking the bats over to get into that batter's box. They can't wait. So loaded bases now, 1 out, bottom of the 6th.
Bases loaded.
Bite leading it 10 to zip.
1 out.
2 strides to the plate.
Right fielder Angus Roger.
Angus Rozier, just to inflict some more damage on the Aces. It's all gone quiet over the right side of the diamond. The boys have got the sleeping bags out, and it takes it.
Important here for the Bite to pick up a couple extra runs here. They'll be looking to finish this one early. If they can, never count out the Aces. But they've got an opportunity here to score a couple. Roger takes a good swing at that, fouls it straight back. His timing is right on.
Car Park SA Power Networks.
No action in the pen for the Aces. Nakazaki going to ride this one out. And there's a nice pitch on the outside corner. That's it for Roger. Argue as much as you like, but that's a strikeout. Looked like a good pitch to me. He's been calling good edge for the pitches tonight, both in and out.
We have a
Pitch hitter.
pitch hitter.
Brings to the plate, youngster Jackson Brentner Russ making his debut.
Just a young fella, big, strong boy. Generally a catcher for the Sturt Saints here in the local league. And he's been doing a mighty job too with the offense. He's been hitting strong. That tough George had to gather a bouncing ball, and he did it. Forced the runner out at 2B for the 3rd out, which completes the 6th inning. So we'll take a short break. Don't go too far away. If it all goes according to plan, the Bite may be 3 outs away from finishing this one up a bit early. We'll have a short break. See you in a sec.
Couple of changes here for the Adelaide bite. Chris Lawson on the hill, pitching to Jackson Brebner Russ. First pitch, fly ball. Fly ball to left field. Ben Lodge takes comfortable catch. 1 out for the Aces.
Sorry folks, I hope we haven't prematurely given some wrong insight. We're under the impression mercy rule applies, but as that ball is popped high by Nakata. And Ben Lodge again takes a routine fly ball at left field.
Now off the bat. Number 25, Aaron Seams.
Good job by Chris Lawson, 2 quick outs. Just comes in and junks him up.
Big man, Smokey Lawson. Got a bit of a funky little action. Semi-side armour.
Just misses there.
And just misses again.
Wow. Strike call there, Lawson. 3-1 on Sayers. And that's ball 4. Brings to the plate. Liam Bedford for the Aces. In the 9-hole.
Liam Bedford.
Strike 1. Bedford, a young prospect for the Aces. Playing behind the plate tonight. Hitting 208 on the season. And he measures up to Lawson, who misses low and away. Looking to take care of things here, Lawson. 8 and 9 hitters, should be going straight at him. Struggling a little bit with his control here. And misses outside. Smokey Lawson. Bedford fouls one back.
They say Power Networks, now ball.
And that'd be a full count. Full count with 2 out here. In the top of the 7th. Bite lead 10-0. And Lawson misses again, and that's inside for ball 4. So he walks 2 hitters in a row with 2 out here in the 7th. And brings to the plate Scotty Wern.
Second baseman, Scott Wern.
Always dangerous, Scotty Wern. Powerful left-handed hitter. And he's after that one. First pitch. Dylan Childs lost that one, but he's found it. He catches that ball. And that's all there is for the Aces here in the 7th.
No hits, 2 left on. Based on balls,
And we roll on into the 8th. Sorry about the
Bottom of the 7th.
bottom of the 7th.
Nothing lead. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, would you all
10-0.
please be upstanding?
We'll have a short break. See you in a sec.
And Matty Smith leads off the Adelaide Bide here in the bottom of the 7th. Likes to look at that first pitch and fouls it straight back to the net. And falls behind the count on 1. Nakazaki on the hill. Smith pulls that ball down the left field line. That's another stand-up double for Smith. And he's opened his account here in a big way for the bite. Nice piece of hit.
For extra bases for Matthew Smith. So good night at the office for him. Lead off double. We go back to the top of the lineup now for the Adelaide Bite.
Great work by Matty Smith. Lead off double for the Adelaide Bite. Brings the top of the lineup, Jeremy Creswell. Big swing and fouls that one off like a change piece from Nakazaki. Fourth game of the series will be here tomorrow, 1 p.m. start, Adelaide time. It's at 1:30 in Melbourne. So tune in, folks. We'll be on the air. Creswell. It's a soft line drive, just over shortstop's head. And he's having a good day, Creswell. Collects another hit on the day. He's second in this game. And that gives runners at first and third with none out for the bite.
Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 21, Ben Lodge.
No action in the Aces bullpen at this stage. Paul Mildren, great performance for the Adelaide Bite in his start here today. 6 innings of work, gave up no runs, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, and what do we got there? 3 hits. So great work from Paul Mildren. Pitched himself into a couple of jams and then pitched himself out of them. Good gutsy, typical effort from Millie Mildren. So we've got Benny Lodge at the plate now. Swinging a good bat at the moment, Lodge.
And even though the game may appear dusted, a good opportunity for Nakazaki to air it out a bit and have a nice little extended time on the mound with no pressure. Ben Lodge is just growing in stature. Nakazaki fires a slick little fastball inside for strike 1. 3-1 count. Knowing Ben here, if this pitch is anywhere around the mark, he'll be out of his shoes. And that's up for a walk.
Another good at bat by Lodge. Loads up the bases here for the Bite.
Now batting number 40,
out.
Dylan Child.
Brings Dylan Child to the plate. Dylan catch the first game in.
Dylan did. He came out late. Adamson came for a pinch hit in the late inning and caught the last.
Shares catching duties with Adamson. They seem to be going alternate games from what I've seen. He comes to at bat here.
It's up on the
Base
over there. Moving a little slowly over here.
Hitting just on 200 on the season, Child.
SA Power Networks, foul ball.
Had a good weekend in Canberra last week and he'll be looking to keep that momentum going here. Good opportunity with loaded bases. And he's very late on that one. Fouls that one off. And he's in the hole. Nakazaki gets ahead of the count here. 1-2. And there's a flare into right field from Child. Scores 1 run for the Bite. Takes their lead to 11 runs now on their 14th hit for the night.
Number 47, your first baseman, G-Man Troy.
Brings up G-Man Choi, product of South Korea. Plays with the Seattle club in the US. Takes a strike, breaking ball. Choi hit 300 in the minor leagues last year. 8 home runs. Just a young man, 21 years old. Got a big future ahead of him. It's an ugly swing. Lefty v lefty. Did spend much of 2011 season on the DLS with a back injury. made a good comeback this year to minor leagues. That ball just misses outside. Cowbell man is here tonight. Ringing out the cowbell.
Right behind the Melbourne boys and the little supporters group that are here, and they're probably wondering whether they could stick that cowbell right at the moment, but
I'm sure they are. Troy pulls that down the line, that's foul. Hanging in there, Troy. As is Nakazaki. The crowd want more. Not happy with an 11-0 lead. Bases loaded. And none out. What can G-Man do here? It's a long fly ball to left field. Runner tags up at third. He's going to score easily. That's the 12th run for the bite as Creswell crosses the plate. Good sacrifice fly by G-Man Choi.
12-0.
And Gabe Suarez comes to the plate for the bite. One out, runners on first and second. No action in either bullpen, so we're riding this one out. And that's a ball low and away.
Nakazaki just misses downstairs with that fastball. 134k. It's a mid-80. Suarez is fitted in very nicely. Takes another pitch down low. And that's a walk.
Walks on 4 straight. Suarez. Here comes manager Phil Dale. What's up?
It's to a stage of a game where they're trying to preserve the pen with the game tomorrow and giving the responsibility to Nakazaki to get them through this game, but doesn't make the job any easier for the pitcher. He's come out in this dig, 3 hits, 2 walks and a sac fly. Adelaide bite hitters are right on song at the moment.
Fastest I've seen Big Phil move for years. That replacement's working wonderfully. Quick visit. Get the pitcher back on track, remind him of his job, and he comes straight in. Strike. They'll be looking to save his aces. He's still got quite a few in the pen there. He's saving them for tomorrow, unless this game gets close. And he nubs that one foul down third base line. And pitches ahead here quickly, 0-2.
So Nakazaki, another breaking pitch. Good ball.
Place pitch outside. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Howard. Likes the look of that, drives it deep to centre field. That's over Biddle's head. And that takes one bounce off the top of the fence. That's a stand-up ground rule double. Justin Howard scores 2 more runs for the bite, make it 14-0. And the bite's 15 hit. Just one out here.
Now batting number 35, right fielder Angus
Roger up to bat. He had a fair bit to say after he struck out last at bat. I'd be swinging the bat here if I was him, Andy.
Yeah, poor old Phil Dale and the coaching staff. I'm sure they're thinking, you know, I'd love to get this guy out of the game, but no one's in the pen, so they're making a little bit of action now. I think they don't want to break his heart. He's trying hard, but they're banging away at the minute. So they quickly get the catcher up to have a throw. Nakata.
Pop up to right field from Roger. Runner tags and doesn't go. Holds up. It's a fly out for Roger. Brings up the young fella for his second at bat in the ABL. Second at bat tonight. Second at bat in the ABL. Jackson Brebner Russ. Former state junior. Here he is. Gets another chance here to get on the board. That ball misses. Must have been low. Looked over the plate. Must have been down. Strike one. 1-1. Evens up the count. Brebner Russ, product of the Major League Baseball Academy. It's a late swing on that ball. And Sayers makes a good play there. Throws him out at first base. That's the end of the inning for the Adelaide bite. Before they score a couple more, takes it to 14-0 after 7. And we'll be right back.
Carlo Testa is the batter.
So welcome back, everyone. This game, probably from an Aces perspective, with a little bit of the bite too, that just dragging on a little bit, and you wonder about the wisdom of the mercy rule, but not to be. As my co-host here in Mark Haylock, who's been a part of the coaching scene in this level for a long time, and they've tampered and tinkered with their thoughts, and 7 inning, 9 inning, no mercy. But anyway, here we are, still rolling through. A little while to go as Lawson starts Carlo Testa up with 3 balls. As we mosey into the top of the 8th inning here with the bite well and truly in command at 14-0 as Lawson walks Testa.
Good job by Testa, Kansas City Royals player. Made the All-Star team this year in the US summer.
Josh Hendricks, the batter.
Pinch hitter here for the Aces, Josh Hendricks up to bat. Coming in off the bench, young fella for the Aces, 21-year-old. Doing okay this year, had quite a bit of game time with the Aces, hitting 273 on the season. Played in quite a few games. And he takes that pitch from Lawson. And that puts him on first. Runners on first and second, none out. So Hendricks came in for Harmon. Brings up Elliot Biddle for the Aces. Always a long ball threat. Second in the league in long ball, Elliot Biddle. He's hit 4 home runs on the season. Takes a good hack at that. Fouls it off.
Really slow to pick it up, but the SA Power Networks foul ball has found a new owner.
Emails are still rolling in here, and from Gavin Mann in Melbourne, and being complimentary towards the Adelaide bite, and saying they're setting a bit of an example for the Melbourne hitters to show a bit more application, a bit more hunger. But as we know, it's easy when you're in front and pretty tough when you're behind. But I know where you're coming from, Gavin. It's nice to think that you can watch your team under any circumstance and feel that they're digging deep and giving everything they got, and I'm sure they are. It's just hasn't panned out for them. Probably a little bit demoralised. They sort of went down in game 1 and game 2, both games where they're a strong chance to win. They didn't quite take the prize, and they've been given a little bit of a toweling in this one. But tomorrow's another day. As the old baseball saying goes, you don't get long to jump back out and do it all again and see how it goes. And Biddle has lifted that one out to right field, and Dylan Child doing a good job for a catcher out there at right field.
Yeah, nice play by Dylan. Yeah, the Bites certainly have taken the momentum of the first game of the doubleheader today, the walk-off home run in extra innings in the bottom of the ninth. The 7-inning doubleheader game. Carried that momentum through to this game and certainly been hard to stop. Brings up Darryl George to the plate. I've got young Nick Hutchings warming up in the pen.
Awesome opportunity for young Nick. Just recently signed by the Pirates.
Yep, just a couple of weeks ago signed a contract with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And very excited young man, just 16 years old. Big future ahead of him. Lawson to George. Nice pitch. Called strike by Andrew Bell. And the Aces just struggling with their timing. It's a big difference coming in facing Lawson after what they've seen previously. The guy in the 70 miles an hour region, 70 to 80 is where he sits. Fair bit of junk.
Oh, heads up! Well, you definitely get yourself a nice
Fouls that one back. Lawson struggles to beat the bat, but
and it's a big thanks to SA Power Networks in our ball.
Gets him with his to mistime the ball and ground him out and pop him up.
And there's
And
a
he's
good
hit that
base
hard.
hit.
And there's a run for the Aces. Nice line drive there by Darryl George. Just sat back on that breaking ball. It was a high pitch, hung up there, and he just stayed back and lined it into left field. The first run on the fourth hit for the Aces. Nice piece of hitting.
That'll do a lot for the young fella, and probably exactly what Gavin's saying, that it's always something to get out of the game, no matter what the scoreline might be. Just got to keep applying yourself, and no matter what, there's a what seemed unlikely. G-Man came in to try to take that and got right in the base path and boggled it. Getting some good PFP. Smokey wheeled his way over to first base and Choi backhanded it, and they just got the runner. So still some good defence, still holding strong for the Bite.
Yeah, good heads up by Lawson there. Good fundamentals by the Bite. Good PFP. They work hard on their fundamentals. Pays off there. Runners on second and third, 2 out now. Lawson looking to finish this inning.
Be a good effort by him. He would have probably wheeled his way through, 60 odd pitches. So it's a nice little outing for him to get some confidence. He hasn't been used a lot this season so far. But it was a good opportunity for him to get out there knowing he can got plenty of run support. And
he's missed the roster a couple of times, Chris Lawson, and he's really looking to make the most of his opportunity here. With Adam Crabb getting an opportunity. It's Lawson, this roster. Just misses outside there. Carter, capable Carter. Called strike. Well, he's got that ball straight at Lodge at left field. Takes a nice catch, side out. To win the top of the 8th for the Aces. They score 1 run on 1 hit. And the Bites hold the lead 14 runs to 1.
Now down to Andrew. Okay, Bite fans, I'm
give you that.
corporate boxes with Adelaide Investment
Give you that number again for our great Marshall batteries at Notting Hill there, as I'm saying to all our Melbourne viewers, to whack it into your phone because one day you'll need it and you got to holler for a Marshall. 9544 0407, 135 bucks. Battery delivered and fitted. And a discount for baseball people. So holler for a Marshall. We'll have a short break.
And quickly, we've got a members draw. We've got 2 tickets to the Jersey Boys.
And Matthew Smith up to the plate for the Adelaide Bite here at the bottom of the 8th. Still have Yuta Nakazaki on the hill. Native of Japan throws a change up. And Smith fouls that one off. Very convincing performance by the Bite tonight. Sting's gone out of this game a little bit. With the Aces holding back some of their guns. Looking to salvage 1 win out of this series tomorrow. And there's a bleeder by Smith. After he couldn't get a hit all year, he's on a tear tonight. It's his 4th hit tonight. Able replacement for Stephen Welch here in this 3rd game of the series. Brings us back to the top of the lineup for the Bite, Jeremy Creswell. He too has had a good day for the Bite, 5 hits on the day, double header. After he too was struggling a little bit up until this series. Lost his spot in the starting lineup and got dropped from the leadoff spot to the 9 hole a couple of series, but he's bounced back with a vengeance here, Creswell. Back to form. Takes that ball in the dirt. Very consistent, hard worker, Creswell. It's no surprise to see him bounce back to form. Good, mentally tough player. Plays well in all occasions. Made his debut for Australia senior team this year. Great credit to Jezza. And he lines that one down the right field line. That bounces in there. It's going to be a double for Creswell. Great piece of hitting. That's a long ball to the opposite field for Creswell. Tester was no chance on that. That's a stand-up double that
He got 30 hits in the first game today, so a 6-hit day for Jeremy Creswell.
adds to his big day for Creswell. 6 hits for the day.
Number 21, left fielder
Brings up Benny Lodge. And here's a soft line drive up the middle there for Lodge. Continues his hot streak. There's another RBI for Lodge. And the 15th run on the board for the Adelaide bite. It's been a long time since they've scored this many runs in a game, Andy.
Absolutely, and can't say it's through a lack of quality or anything like that. They're making a very interesting little change here. They just had to take Nakazaki out. He tried his heart out to finish this game off, but the bite just had their tails up and made life a bit difficult for him. So they've made a bit of an interesting change and brought Biddle in from centre field to try to finish this game off and put Nakata out to centre field to replace him. So interesting little move. Again, just preserving the pen. As long as Elliott is warm and doesn't injure himself in the process, should all be okay. So we'll just take a short break while Elliott prepares himself. We'll see you in a minute or two.
Your attention please, a new pitcher for the Melbourne Aces.
Welcome back, everyone. Very flexible and multi-talented Elliott Biddle jumps on the mound from centre field to just try to finish things off here for the Aces. They're just playing for time at the moment, looking for those outs to put this game behind them and stock themselves up and be ready to roll for Game 4 tomorrow. Dylan Child to face Biddle, and he rips that one around the corner for a base hit to left field and picks up an RBI single.
Dylan Child with his second hit of the ball game, and that brings to the plate number 47, your first baseman, G-Man Joy.
Big swing and a miss by G-Man Choi. First and second, none out. Takes that one inside, 1-1. That's a high fly ball. Centre field. Tester getting way back. Takes the catch for the first out of the inning. Biddle gets the out. Runner advances on that deep fly ball from second or third.
Number 27, centre fielder, Gabriel Suarez.
Not a bad night for the old G-man. Single 8, single 7, single 9, single 8, sack fly 7, and a long ball into the deepest part of the park. Says that Choi is a hitting machine.
Seeing it pretty good. He's got
Suarez
down the line, right field.
That lands in, of course. Poor old Ace is struggling to take a trick at the moment. Another run scores.
It's probably about the sixth hit. We've seen bounce about less than a metre inside either of the foul lines for the bite tonight. Certainly on fire for their 19 hits.
So you make your own luck, but boy, as a defensive team, you think, wow, there's not a whole heap of excitement coming from the Aces. And that's a line drive to left field, and runner at third tags and scores. So Howard doing what he does best and punch a superb line drive to left field for a sack.
Now batting, number 35, Angus Roger.
Good night for Howard. He's had 3 hits now and a sack fly and a walk and a K. So good night for him. Angus Roger rolls over that one. Ground ball to shortstop.
That's all for the Adelaide. The score is
That's the
18.
third out of the inning.
At bottom of the 8 innings.
Adelaide are retired now after 8 innings. It's a score of Adelaide by 18, Melbourne Aces 1.
Nick Hutchings will go to the mound for the bite, looking for 3 outs to finish this game off. Hang with us, folks. Not long to go. See you in a sec.
Welcome back here. Top of the 9th here. Nick Hutchings on the hill. Quickly gets ahead. 0-2 on Sayers. Greetings to the Hutchings family out there. Probably more nervous than Nick. And he strikes him out for the first out of the innings. Nice job by Hutchings. Getting ahead, expanding the zone. Nice job. The young fella, 16 years old.
Number 29, catcher Liam Bedford.
Brings up Liam Bedford for the Aces. Hutchings, also a product of the academy. Gets ahead, fires that one in there, and Bedford swinging. Hutchings quickly ahead on 1. That ball's about 58 feet.
Make sure you're back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. everyone. Be back here tomorrow.
Collects young catcher Brebner Russ right in the scone.
Game 4 is 4-game homestand, 1 p.m. Norwood tomorrow.
Don't forget, folks, we're back here for Game 4 tomorrow of this series. 1 p.m. start, Adelaide time. Here at Cooper Stadium, Norwood Oval on the parade at Norwood. Aces will be looking to bite back. And Hutchings strikes him out. Nice
Just
curveball.
remember, folks, the Adelaide Bike players will be signing autographs after the game, so just wait behind the fence over
So
here.
the Adelaide Bike are 1 out away
and sign autographs.
from what has to be close to a record win for the Bite, Andy.
We
I
will
would say.
Number 7, Scott Wood.
Yeah, terrific effort by them, and as a few of our Melbourne compatriots have been
Heads up.
mentioning to us, very impressed with
If you're a resident of Wood Street,
their hunger and how they've hit.
We'll be out of here shortly.
And there's,
That's yours to keep. Thanks to
it can
SA
do so much
Australia.
for you for your confidence and your ability as a team to score some runs, but on the flip side, tomorrow's another day. Face a new pitcher and it all starts again. Better knuckle down and take the same application into the batter's box.
Yeah, well, that momentum they've built today, that can change in the first inning tomorrow. So it'll be a new ball game tomorrow. That's a foul ball. Scotty Wern.
The old Aces boys have been around the block long enough to know that these sorts of things can happen. You shrug it off and you move on. They've got some bigger fish to fry, and as we know, this Melbourne organisation generally takes a little while to hit their straps, but come January, moving to February, they'll be one of the teams coming home with a wet sail if history is anything to go by, Angus.
Yes, that's right, Andy. They've got a good blend of experience and youth in their side, and mix in some imports, quality imports. They'll be coming hard. They'll come back hard tomorrow for sure.
Hutchings finishes off with a strike 3. So that completes game 3, which chalks up 3 to the Bite and under the Aces in this 4-game series. As Mark Haylock said, we'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock South Australian time. Thanks very much, Angus, for another great night from you.
Thanks for joining us, fans.
And we'll say good night. Have a good evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Au revoir.